welcome back to my channel. I'm Megan, and today I'm going to be discussing the new Jack Ryan movie that came out on Amazon Prime. So let's get into it. So I fell asleep while watching this movie, but I still wanted to discuss it because I feel like I just couldn't get through it. It wasn't very good in my opinion of what I saw for like the first 35 minutes. I really liked season 1 of Jack Ryan. I thought it was pretty solid. It wasn't the best, but I feel like it was just like a solid story on the character. I feel like every season after that had gotten worse. Even in season 4, I didn't even finish season 4. I think I only watched like one episode just because I feel like the quality has gone downhill. I don't know how I feel overall because I never read the Jack Ryan books, but I just feel like when you have a book and you have dialogue and a story, you know, in the palm of your hand, I feel like you should be able to deliver it in this medium like way better than what is currently being shown. I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but I kind of wish sometimes books, especially this, when I think these books came out in what, the 80s or 90s maybe. I'm trying to remember when they all came out. I think even in the early 2000s they maybe came out as well, or at least a couple of decades ago. I feel like if they would have, I wouldn't even mind if they filmed it set in that time period of when they were made, because that way I could probably appreciate it more. I feel like sometimes with these books, they're like trying to modernize everything. And sometimes when you have like a book that's written like 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years ago, unless it's like dystopian, I don't think there's anything wrong with having it set in that time frame. Like we have so many pieces that are probably historical pieces that people are setting in that time. It's like, why can't these type of spy books be set in the time? Because Jack Ryan is an analyst. Why is he in the field every single season? Like, does he ever go back to being at the desk? I know we're in advanced times now, and, you know, I think they did really good in the first season with demonstrating that military guy where he is a drone officer. He's like, I'm just sitting in here, you know, controlling a drone to blow things up, and I'm not even physically on the battlefield. And I think they did a very good job in that first season to kind of show what it is like in present day and how we have advanced in the military in that way, where your life on the line is not the same as it was 50, 60, you know, years ago, even, you know, shorter than that. And so if you really wanted maybe to keep in that line of meeting in person, maybe setting it, you know, during the 80s or 90s would probably be more beneficial. It just, in my mind, it just sucks when there's books out there that are being made from 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago, even maybe in the last 5 or 10 years. And like the integrity of the book is just gone. The integrity of the character is gone. And I'm like, you have a blueprint of these books that are good and that can be, you know, visually represented in a way in like a film or a TV series. And it just like sometimes it just like goes to the wayside. And I understand like art is a form and it's subjective, but you have people who are a fan of writing as well. And it like goes to show that maybe like the people in charge like aren't necessarily good at bringing these things to fruition. It's like how many we've had 2 writer strikes in the last 5 years. And it's like, I mean, look at how bad the writing has gotten all over the board. It just like blows my mind on these movies that are being made on streaming services that are costing so much money when maybe the quality isn't even there. It's just kind of sad as someone maybe who likes TV, and likes reading books. And so many books are being made into movies because Hollywood has nothing else to make. There's nothing original out there. But it's like when you're given like a blueprint, it's like follow the blueprint. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. It'd be so great if a book can be adapted to its core. And I would even recommend, I know Tom Clancy is deceased, but I would even recommend getting authors involved and having them write the screenplays or write the episodes. Like that would be so cool to actually get the person who created the art involved to make it as integrous as possible to the original piece. Similar to what Nicholas Sparks did for his movie The Last Song. The Last Song and the book are very similar. He wrote the screenplay first before he wrote the book, but the same person did both, and it turned out to be really great. And yeah, that's basically my thoughts on this. Is there's just so much out there that it just sucks that sometimes these things have to be ruined. While watching it at the beginning with them like joking and laughing, I felt like I was watching Burn Notice. I don't know if anybody's seen the show Burn Notice, but it kind of has like that vibe in like Southern Florida. I know that they were in Dubai, but I'm just like, is this like all fun and games? Because a lot of these missions are pretty serious, and I don't know if it was supposed to like, they tried to be lighthearted and to show the dynamic of the three of them, but I don't know. I just like was so taken back by like the first like 10 minutes. I'm like, what am I watching? Am I watching an episode of Burn Notice, which is a great show, by the way? But I feel like this type of ambiance is like not associated with Jack Ryan, Like it just seemed so out of character, out of the ordinary, and I don't even know like where Jack Ryan is supposed to be. Like I don't even know the timeline. Like that's how it was with each season. Like each season seemed to have a different theme, but like you don't know like how many years have passed, how many months have passed. You're just kind of like randomly in the world. Like it's not reality. Like I know it's not reality, but it's like you randomly just go to Narnia for a day, and then you go like 50 years later, but like you don't know it's 50 years later, So like that part was really weird, and I was just like, oh, this is gonna be one of those like character movies of a character that's, I feel like pretty iconic, and yeah, I don't know, like kind of like a secondhand embarrassment in a way. I don't know. Well, those are my thoughts on what I saw about the movie. Not much. It was just, I fell asleep, so that's could tell you how boring it was in my opinion. I just couldn't get through it, but I was curious if anybody else felt the same way as me in how books adaptations are being made and kind of, I don't know, losing the integrity of a phenomenal character that could do like great with such honor. Like he's an analyst. He's not like, and he has like a back injury. Like I don't even know if like the seasons and the movies are going on like he's ever been injured. Anyways, that like annoys me. Just the plot holes, the inconsistency. Like if you want to make a really good series, like there has to be some type of consistency and growth between characters, but like it has to be like apparent. Like it has to be blatant, and I just feel like it was not. That's it for my thoughts on the Jack Ryan movie. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.